Good evening, we are Group 5. Tonight, our topic is APN Education and Regulation. APN stands for Advanced Practice Nurse. According to Oxford University Press, regulation means the rule or directive made and maintained by an authority. In this presentation, we will explore the APN education and regulation in the US and Hong Kong. Firstly, let's see how the nurses think about this issue in Hong Kong.
Do you know if there's any licensure for the nurses who are doing advanced practice in Hong Kong?
唔係好知。
好似冇喎。
暫時就冇一個特定話要嘅牌照嘅。
Do you think that the advanced practice nurses should be licensed?
都需要嘅，因為個牌嗰個認受性會高啲。
都需要嘅，有牌啲人會覺得專業啲。
需要同埋對個服務咧係有一個質素嗰個保證啦，同埋。
What do you think about the educational requirements for the advanced practice nurses in Hong Kong?
我諗起碼都有一個專科護士啦。
Master 同埋 specialty nurse
需要一啲認可嘅專科課程啦。如果係由大學自己辦翻咧，咁個認受性咧，同埋嗰個國際性咧，同埋同個世界接軌就好啲嘅。
Do you agree with them?
In the video, interviewees agree that nurses doing advanced practice should be licensed. They think that these nurses should have specialty training and master degree qualification. So, what are the reasons for APN regulation? Firstly, nursing regulation exists to protect the health, safety and welfare of the public in their receipt of advanced nursing service. The regulation is responsible for upholding licensure requirements for competence of the various levels of nursing practice. APN regulation uses evidence-based standards of practice to protect the public. With the regulation to APN, the public can increase their trust to the advanced nursing service. In the US, the APN regulation has been established for many years. Let's take a look at their regulatory model.
The regulatory model in U.S. aims to improve patient access of healthcare service, standardize nursing quality and safety of APR and practice. It involved many associations to hold enormous conference to develop the model. The latest model came out in 2008 through the Joint Dialogue Group, and they aim to apply it in 2015. Here is a map showing how far different states in the U.S. are adopting the consensus model now. Only the green areas shown have fully adopted it, while most of them are still working on implementing the model. In this regulatory model, there are 4 roles. They are given the title of Advanced Practice Registered Nurse. APRN are educated in one of the 4 roles and in at least one of the 6 population foci. There are 4 cores of the regulatory model we call it LACE, which is licensure, accreditation, certification, and education. For licensure, it is a legally protected title given to those who graduate from the accredited programs after finishing a national certificated exam, and this reflects the correlation of licensure with education and certification. Followed by accreditation. It is a formal procedure done by reviewing and approving through a recognized agency like U.S. Department of Education. It needs to go through pre-approval, pre-accreditation, and accreditation status prior to student enrollment of the program, done by an accredited team with an APRN as a member based on the established standard. Certification is the product after sitting a national accredited exam which assesses the APRN core and role competency across at least one population focus of practice. It acts as a formal recognition of knowledge, skills, and experience demonstrated by the achievement of standards. Lastly is education. It prepares graduates' competency in achieving APRN core, role core, and population core with the established standard 5 courses in advanced physiology, pathophysiology, health assessment, and pharmacology, as well as appropriate clinical experiences.
Now, let's see the situation in Hong Kong. The Nursing Council and the Midwives Council are the statutory bodies set up for the registration and regulation of nurses. For advanced practice nurse, there is currently no statutory body to regulate its practice. The Hong Kong Academy of Nursing was established to regulate the advanced nursing practice in Hong Kong and safeguard the public in receiving safe and quality healthcare services. Its regulatory committees include the Accreditation Committee and the Education Committee. Can the Academy truly regulate the advanced nursing practice? Let's investigate with the essential elements of APN regulation. LACE. The Academy has issued guidelines for program planning and examination. The college can provide or approve training programs. Each college has to map out its competency details under the 7 domains of the APN competencies requirements. The ordinary member training requires a master qualification and consists of theoretical input and clinical training, whereas the fellow member training is a continuation, targeted at becoming a consultant and advanced practitioner. The Education Committee is responsible for the accreditation process of education programs, clinical trainings, and examinations. Each college should have a policy for accepting candidates sitting the certification exam. The candidates must obtain a master's degree and produce a training record fulfilling the educational requirements. The examination includes the membership and the fellowship certification exam. Fellows admitted will be put in the specialist registry. At the moment, the Academy is still striving hard to establish its statutory status. Licensure is the process by which an agency of the government grants permission to individuals accountable for the practice of a profession to engage in that practice, whereas certification does not have this legal power. Without the regulation by law, all these ACE elements are just voluntary, and the registry can only function as a certification rather than a license. Therefore, before the successful establishment of its legal status, the Academy cannot endow official accreditation to nursing professionals, and thus may not effectively regulate the advanced nursing practice in Hong Kong.
Conclusion. The United States APRN regulatory model encompasses chief components of LACE, whereas in Hong Kong, there's no regulation for APN. The Hong Kong Academy of Nursing is not yet a statutory body. For education is so essential in APN regulation, and regulation can protect the public health, safety, and welfare, we concluded that the APN in Hong Kong requires a statutory body to regulate their practice.
Thank you, and here are our references.